Hi, I am Mark Monlux, and this is your Friday night movie recommendation. We're going to get into the Wayback Machine and go back to 1935. FDR was president. Here are some things that happened in history. The Senator Huey Long was assassinated, which was too bad. I mean, he might have made a great president, or maybe not. There's a lot of contention there, but anyway, uh, he ended up getting assassinated, which is never a good thing. The Alcoholics Anonymous was founded, as was the Social Security Administration. We had parking meters were invented and came out. Nylon was invented, as was canned beer. Big at the top sellers. Well, there wasn't anything on TV because TV wasn't around yet, but we did have radio, and we had premiering that year Jungle Jim, Flash Gordon, and Your Hit Parade, all three of which would make their transitions to movies and television and go on for decades. Fred Astaire, number one single that year was Cheek to Cheek, a lovely song, and Best Picture at the box office went to It Happened One Night, which I highly recommend you watch. It was a very influential film. Now, what you may not know is that this film I'm going to recommend to you is also influential, but in a stylistic manner. And this movie is called Mad Love, starring Peter Lorre. It's a bizarre film. Okay, let's see if I can get. So you have this actress, a opera singer, or she's a famous singer, and she's got this fan named Gogol, and he's just a nuts fan, and of course this is being played by Peter Lorre. And then you have apparently this actress has a husband named Orlok, and he's a pianist. So she decides to move with him to England, and there's this terrible train wreck, and wouldn't you know it, Orlok's hands get terribly damaged. Well, earlier in the movie, we had seen Gargal with the newspaper reporter watch the execution by guillotine of a guy named Rollo. Rollo was a circus performer who was a master knife thrower. Well, and that's very key to this plot. Well, it turns out that Gogol, the rabid fan, happens to be an astounding surgeon. And so the actress goes to him and begs for her to do something about her husband's hands. He does by a hand transplant. Okay. And guess who hands her husband now has? Why, that of a murderer and knife thrower. You can see where this is going. It's starting to get really rich. And into this mix suddenly comes this figure with these black glasses and this broad brim hat and a neck brace. You know, something that looks like it might help someone's head be reattached to their body. And these mechanical hands, for someone who doesn't really have hands. And this character gets mixed up, thrown into the mix. And you're wondering, what the hell is happening in this movie? You got everything happening. It's just strange, but bizarre. And this guy, the mechanical hands are really interesting. And you've probably seen them being homaged, or at least referred to, or come up visually. And certainly the little round spectacles with the broad hat and the brim, you see that being used over and over and over again. Just check out Dark City. It's like they cloned the guy. Anyway, I had so much fun watching Mad Love. I think you will too. Check it out. It's from 1935. And if you like this movie recommendations, please click like and follow. I really appreciate this. I'll come up with another movie recommendation for you next week. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, oh. I believe that this was the debut film of this German director. I think it was his first one. And well, it didn't really grab the audience at the time, but it has since come back to really be a cult classic. Anyway, I kind of backstepped there. Please watch Mad Love with these. You got your mad scientists, you got murderers, you got decapitations and limbs flying around. Oh, you'll have so much fun. See you next week.